Hello and welcome back to video 3 of creating a business with soul. And this is going to be the last video of the 3 videos. And this is where we talk about and learn how to sell with soul. So if this is the first time you're watching and you don't know much about me, my name is Shannon Marie. I'm a spiritual life and business coach, and I help my clients awaken and activate their highest potential so they can show up and shine as the lit up entrepreneur they are called to be. I'm so glad that you are here, and congratulations on investing in this time for yourself. I know it's often so hard as women for all the hats that we wear to find time to do things that really pour back into us. So congratulations on doing that. And you are not going to be disappointed. This last video is probably my favorite thing to talk about because let's be honest, I love helping my clients, and the way that I can serve and help my clients is by sharing with them opportunities, also known as selling. But really what I want to do is to help you get the tools to do this soul to soul level so that way you can be successful in the sales process. So first thing in sales process is you need to know what you are selling. And often my clients will tell me, Shannon, I just really don't like sales. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be pitchy. And what I am here to tell you today is that every experience that we do, everything that we do through life requires sales, right? Whether if it's going to the grocery store and knowing that the grocery store positions everything in a certain place to sell us to something. You know, they put things like the name brand items in the middle section. So that way that is what we see and what we look to sell us on those higher ticket items that are the name brand items. And often you'll see the generic things towards the bottom. We also know that they will sell us the things that they're trying to get us to purchase on the end section and even all the way through checkout. And so knowing that when we go to the grocery store, we don't feel like we're being sold. We know that we have a desire to have food in our belly, and we know that the grocery store provides us with that, right? And so it's the same thing in this process, is that we know that somebody else's soul, somebody else's heart, somebody else's life, somebody else's business needs what we have. And so when we can think of it from that point of view, it makes it a lot easier because we know that the message and the mission that we are on helps somebody else get out of the mess that they're in, right? It helps them to get out of the pain that they're experiencing. And ultimately, it helps them to be able to enjoy life at a deeper, greater level. And I think even bigger is to impact others to do the same. And that's really what I get so fired up and so passionate about. And so with sales, I'm realizing that it's really about 3 things. The first thing is, what are you selling? And getting really clear in what that looks like. Do you know what you're selling? Do you know what that offers? Do you know what that cost is? Do you know why you're doing it? And what that gives to the other person, what that is offering to that other person? And then the second thing is knowing that everything that you do has some sort of call to action, right? So in the first video, I am talking about some things that I'm offering, but I'm also inviting you over to the next video because I truly believe when you can package all 3 of these videos, it gives you really great tools in order to creating a business with soul. Where if you watched only one video, you may not understand the other key ingredients to the whole package of it. And so knowing that what is your call to action when you are doing things. So if we're connecting with somebody, what are you inviting them into? And then the third thing is what we hear often is the fortune is in the follow-up. So how are you following up with them and what does that look like? So let's break this down a little bit further. The first thing is, what are you offering? Why and what solution does it serve to the other person? Getting really clear on that and hearing what that person's desires are. So if I came to you and I told you, gosh, I am just really struggling with money and I'm really struggling with how to make more money, and you come to me and you're like, hey, Shannon, let's talk, and I have a solution for you, and I want to talk to you about how to impact 1 million people with your messaging. And to me, I'm like, okay, that's great, but I'm really concerned about how to make money. And so making sure that you are speaking to them on what they are desiring to have, that big desire, or as I like to call it, that big freaking desire. So what does that look like for them? And helping and understanding when you're speaking to them and you're sharing with them is, what does that look like for them? Getting really clear in that. And then how can we package that back around? So if I went to the grocery store, right, and I probably might, if I'm going in to get maybe barbecue stuff, and on the aisle I'm seeing a bunch of stuff for camping, and I'm like, well, that's great, I'm not going camping, so I don't need any of that stuff. So, you know, certain times of year they're serving a certain market, so I probably am not going to go in the summer and see Christmas stuff there, because they're focusing on people who are going camping, right? People who are doing the barbecue during the summer, and during Christmas, you're probably not going to see those things because people aren't outside because the weather is different. And so realizing who are you serving, getting really clear in that, and then what is your call to action. So a call to action can look like an invitation to them, and it can also look like something that they can invest in. So an invitation would be like, hey, I would really like to connect with you further. Let's get on a call. That may be like, hey, I have this free thing that you can sign up for because I want to share with you a workbook, ebook, a webinar that I'm doing. That can also be a call to action. And then it can also be an investment. Hey, I am offering this service, and that's what this looks like, okay? So breaking that down, knowing what you're offering, knowing that you have a call to action. And then lastly is the fortune is in the follow-up. So how are you following up with them? So what I like to do is let my clients know ahead of time that I'm going to follow up with them. Hey, I just really want your feedback on how this video was for you, what you learned. And so you could just do a couple quick things. Do me a favor and shoot me an email back and let me know how you liked it, what you liked about it, and what things you might have been able to implement right away in your life, because I'm super excited and passionate about hearing how I could serve you and how you could take action immediately in your life and business. And so when you can tell somebody that, they're already expecting that. And the great part about it is that it's helping me that you guys give me that feedback. And often people are willing to help others before they'll do something for themselves, like invest in themselves or get on a call for themselves. And so just knowing that those are some really quick and easy steps in order to sell with soul. Again, remembering our end result. What does our client need to hear? What is their soul calling for? What is their soul stirring for? What is that lifeline for them, that solution for them that you can help them in? So thank you again for joining me for this series. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to connect with you further. So if you watch this video, I am offering a complimentary connection call where we can get on, and I am calling it my Meant to Shine call, because I believe that you are called here for big things. I believe that you are called here to shine, and this is one way that you can do that, by really creating a business with soul. And so I'd love to connect with you further. Again, I am offering a couple of options for working with me further. And the first one is my one-on-one program, which is called Sacredly Supported. It is where we work together one-on-one, and I meet you exactly where you need to be. This can be creating packages, working on mindset, working on money, whatever that looks like for you. A lot of times my clients will ask me to tackle stuff about relationships, because let's be honest, that all affects everything that happens in our life, affects our business. And so knowing that I've already been through it, I've already gone through it, I know your struggles, I know your pain, I know what you need in order to get you to the other side. So I'm going to help you connect those dots and hold the grand, big vision for you, so that way we can get you and catapult you in your life and business. Also offering a couple more spots are open for my group program. which is called the Awaken Academy for Soulpreneurs. And the cost on that is $444 a month, 6 months. My private coaching is $777 a month for 4 months. So if you're interested, let me know. If you're not really sure, but you want to connect with me further, or even you just want to connect and tell me what you really liked about this, I would love to hear from you. Schedule your Meant to Shine call where we can connect. Intuitively, I can share with you some of the things that I see for you. Maybe that's something that you're struggling in that you're not seeing for yourself, and so I can help illuminate that for you. And maybe it's just really showing you the big vision so that way you can hold that big vision for yourself. So I am so excited to connect with you further. Thank you again for joining me for Creating Business with Soul. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon.